Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. This time on this part 4 of market structure, I am going to be talking about change of character. This is a subject that is very confusing for some, maybe simple for others, but I'm going to show you how you can mark this thing up, how you can spot a change of character correctly, okay? And it's also about perspective, and I'm going to put this word here because it's going to make a lot of sense now in a couple of minutes, right? It's about perspective, okay? Normally a change of character would happen something like this. Let's say we have in a structure push, break. So normally a change of character would happen when there is a failure of continuation to the upside. All of a sudden we'll have an aggressive sale, and it will cause the break of this, in this case we were bullish, of this higher low, right? It will cause a break of the higher low, and then that aggressive break right there, that break of the higher low, will normally cause or create an order block, right? Somewhere there, just an example, to then now continue with the sales, okay? So let me mark it up here so you can see clear. So normally we have, just an example here, we have boss after boss. So market is pretty much breaking a structure after a structure. So it continues pushing up. So as I said, something happens here that the price fails to continue with the uptrend, right? And drops, breaking this previous low right there, okay? Once I break that, that's what is called change of character, okay? Now this is what where things get confusing, because on the chart right here, what I'm showing you on this drawing, it looks simple, it looks very simple, but once you are on the chart and you start seeing the candles, the body of the candles, the wicks, all of that stuff, it gets more confusing. But don't worry, I'll explain, right? So something like that is normally what we're looking for. And then the market will continue breaking structures now to the downside. Now this is another boss right here, okay? Market is basically shifting. It's going from bullish to bearish now, all right? It's basically that. This type of things, this change of character, is so important whenever the market, let's say you're watching, let's say this is a 1 hour time frame, right? And you already spot that change of character, and the market is getting into the zone. Normally, the change of character are very important because it's the one that is going to tell you that it's going to shift. The market is shifting, and you could potentially go now in the other direction. For example, right here, I normally look, if this is on a 1 hour, I normally look for a lower time frame. Let's say I go to the 5-minute, 15-minute time frame, and I will look for a boss and a change of character right here. Why do I always say look for a boss and a change of character? Why? You might have heard me a lot of times, even on the YouTube channel, even students of mine, they have heard me because I always say look for a boss and a change of character, right? Why am I saying that? Because without a boss, a change of character may not be valid, okay? You have to look for a boss and a change of character, okay? Because what's happening is that sometimes what this is causing is, let's try to mark up here the confusion. Something like this. Oh no, let's say it stops right here. Something like this, all right? So what's happening here is we have the boss, right? There's people already calling. There's a lot of students, even YouTube videos, showing that this is actually a change of character. They are marking the change of character right there. Like, why? Why would you be marking up a change of character there? That doesn't make sense. The change of character would happen below this boss. okay? So when market is doing that, let's say it creates that dip right there. This is struggling, and it breaks again, right? And then maybe does this. They will be marking up the either the change of character here or the change of character here. No, these are not change of character. These are just a simple boss. This is just a simple break of a structure. You're not understanding the actual structure of the market. Where is a confirmed high, a confirmed low? You're not understanding that. Okay? So whenever I say look for a boss and a change of character, I mean it. You want to see, right? You want to see this. You want to see a boss like this. And you want to see a change of character for this to be valid. Okay? You want to see this little thing. You want to see this little thing. In lower time frame, you want to see it here. Alright? So you can spot your second order block. Right? Somewhere there. Right? So you can go for the sale and catch that beautiful sniper. Right? Beautiful sniper entry that we all want. Right? Something like that. The target would be this low. Right? Beautiful. This is what we normally look for. Okay? So let me go and jump on a chart to show you and give you a couple of examples to understand the perspective, because it will also depend on how you see it and what you think about this. Okay? I'm going to explain you the two things, and you are going to learn like what's your perspective, what you think about this, and how you can apply it, right? If this is a boss, a change of character, or you know, once you start seeing this with the wicks and with the body of the candles, I will explain. All right, so let me go ahead and jump you on the charts. All right, right here we see that market is going down, and then all of a sudden it starts pushing up, right? So right here somewhere the change of character is happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark up the structure first, which is the most important thing. See this nice aggressive sell right here, right? It drops all the way down here, creates this low, then price corrects, creates another low, and this is the final low right there. This is definitely my confirmed boss, because market is taking liquidity, is inducing. After this low, they created this low, the price pushed up again. So basically right there is just taking that little inducement. Okay, and after it takes liquidity, the price even goes a little higher than that, and it also induced right there. So after taking liquidity, that's how I know this is my confirmed boss. Okay, now pay attention. Confirmed boss, right? Look at this move, clean move right here. From here, you see from this white candle, market dropped, and then it starts doing this correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. It starts like consolidating, right? But it never, from the moment the market dropped, which is coming here, little correction and drop, right, causing this break, the market did not take any liquidity to the highs, right? So what does that mean? If the price breaks right now, right here, this low, that is not a boss. There is no liquidity taking. This is not a boss. This is an inducement. Okay? Understand that. It's an inducement. Price then corrects, creates another low, and breaks somewhere there. After creating this low, price pushes up. What do you see? Price took this liquidity, right? It did induce right there. That means that this is definitely my boss. This is my confirmed boss. So guess what? If this is my confirmed boss, right? My confirmed lower low, right? Right here. My change of character would happen somewhere here. Okay? That's my change of character. Change of character. Right there. Okay? That's where my change of character would have to happen. Look at what happened at the final low right here. Did the market create a boss? No. Right? So why are people marking this as a change of character? Apparently they say that there is like a rule or something, that when the market reaches the bottom. No, this is not. This is just a simple boss. Internally, like right now where you are positioned, this is just a boss. The change of character would happen above my confirmed high, lower high in this case, right? So this is not a CHoCH. People will mark that as a change of character. Now it's about perspective, and the heck happened here? So it's about perspective at this point. If you want to mark this as your CHoCH, it is up to you. As long as you understand that whatever CHoCH or boss is saying, so the market is breaking in the structure, then it's up to you. Okay? But the way I mark it up and the way I teach my students is this. This is not a change of character. The change of character would happen above the previous high. What happened after that? Market just simply, you see that we had a POI right here. I'll mark that, all that zone up, right? We also had at the bottom, right? This would be like our origin or extreme, right? Market ended up taking the liquidity from these lows, at least, right? Taking liquidity before actually pushing up, right? Entry would have been either 100% or 50% of the order block. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do there, it's up to you. Target would have to be that high. All right? Simple. All right? Understand, when the change of character happens, the way our market up is basically on a confirmation. Okay? Remember, this was not a boss. We would mark this as a boss. It's not a break of a structure. It's not a confirmed break of a structure. It is breaking to the downside. It's understandable. Yes, it is breaking definitely, but it's not my confirmed boss. I will call this inducement. Okay? So I hope it makes sense. Let me go ahead and give you a couple more examples, because this thing needs to have some clarification here. So let's go to the next example. All right, now right here again, very simple. We're going bullish, and then all of a sudden it starts going bearish. Okay, so somewhere here we have a change of character. So let's go ahead and start from here, right? So price, let's just the more clear corrections or breaks at least, right? We have a clear break right there of a structure. What is that? Is that a boss? Is that a change of character? Price moved from here, push, pull back. Did it took any inducement? No, right? So if it's not taking any inducement, that means that this is not a boss, right? That's not a boss. Market, what does the market do after that? So we see a little push, little correction, push, correction, push, drop, right? It takes the first low, it takes my inducement right there. What does that mean? If the price breaks now to the upside, this is now my boss. All right, so let's clean that out. So that means that right here I do have now my confirmed boss. All right, after I have now my confirmed boss, pay attention, the change of character would happen somewhere below this low. This is the change of character. Okay, that's where the change of character would happen, right? Price is failing to continue creating new boss right there to the upside, right? It fails. Why are people marking this thing as a change of character right there or right here? There's people marking this thing as a change of character there and here. Why? If there's no boss break of a structure to the upside, sometimes getting confusing. Sometimes even they see a wick. They see a wick going to the upside like this, right? So they will mark that as a boss and a change of character happening there. It's perspective. In that case, it would be perspective, okay? I would not consider that as a boss. I would consider that as an inducement, and right here, I would consider this as a boss, okay? Some people will consider this as a break of a structure to the upside, and it will consider this low now a change of character, okay? At this point, it's perspective. And it's not just that. Let me just show you now on also like when you change time frames, like it might look like this week. I'll show you. Let me just show you, give you another example. All right, now let me give you a more complex scenario, okay, which is this one in particular here. Let's just pretend. Let's just see the market is going down, right? In this case, the market is dropping, and you know, all of a sudden it starts showing me a potential change of direction, right? So I'm gonna mark it up again from here. Very important to mark up your structure. Very important. Let's say the market created this low. Let's say this is a boss. I don't care whatever happens in this case at this point. Yeah, from here. All right, let's see that's a boss. All right, now this low is what I care about, right? That last low right there. Let me just mark it up, just like that. Okay, So from the lowest point to this area right now, okay? Is this a boss or a change of character? Understand, the market created, it came from here, created this low, right? And then started like consolidating. It was sort of consolidation in this area right here, right? I would say that because the market came from here, look, market did this. It's very choppy. That's why this example is going to be very complex for you. There we go. So it's coming from this high, right? Price pretty much did this dip, pushed up, created that high, and then it started doing this till it got to this point, and then it started pushing up, right? So it is somehow inducing, taking some liquidity there, right? It did take inducement right there before actually the body of the candle, let me zoom in so you can see the body of the candle barely closed below this low, right? So that means that's my boss, right? It's definitely a break of a structure. Okay, now I understand, I see it, right? I definitely see that this is my break of a structure after this low. Price created this push to the upside. So if I do have a boss, a break of a structure to the upside, to the downside, I'm sorry, from here, right? It means that my change of character would happen somewhere there. Okay, right? Good. So far, good. Right, definitely the change of character. Yeah, we did have this OB right here, at least on a 15-minute time frame. This I was looking. I'm gonna actually go on a 1 hour right now, which is what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go on a different time frame now. I'm gonna go from the 15-minute to the 1 hour. I'm gonna scale up just to see how this looks. Okay, just to see. All right. Now look how this is looking on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we clearly see that this is not a boss. This is actually not a break of a structure. It looks like an inducement, right? So if it is showing as an inducement, this means that this is not a change of character. This is just a boss, just a break of a structure. Doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, the structure play out very well. Look, the best order block formation was on the 1 hour. The market did actually mitigate that 1 hour order block, you see, and a skyrocket from there, right? But you see, again, let me mark it up in here, perspective. Okay, there's something in this case, it depends how you see it. All right, maybe you are gonna be feeling a little confused with this, but there is a mathematic rule that is called what is it called? Let me just look at it. I'm going to actually paste it up here. Changing the order. Let me just put it back. Hold on. Here, there we go. So changing the order of the factors does not change the product. I don't know if you have ever heard this in mathematics, right? In a mathematics class, but it's something similar in here. Okay, this is an inducement, definitely. Like, it's a little manipulation, a little trap right there, or liquidity grab, or sweep, trap, manipulation. That has so many names. To me, it's just a simple inducement. Market is inducing people to go selling, when in reality it's actually go buying, right? The market is actually skyrocketing, it's pushing up. So with that being said, right here, it's about perspective, how you see it based also on the time frame, right? To me, on a 1 hour, this looks like an inducement, right? And this is just a simple boss. Because I do have a simple break of a structure to the upside, I still have my order block at the bottom, so my direction is still bullish. Doesn't matter, right? Like, in this case, it's not changing anything. I would have been looking for a potential buy after this aggressive move to the upside right there. I would have been looking for a buy, right? So now if you go on 15-minute, of course looks a little bit different. Now on 15-minute looks that the body of the candle did close below, right? It did actually close below. So that would be on 15-minute, it will look like a boss, and this definitely looks like a change of card. Okay, on the 15-minute. So perspective. And now, of course, if you wanted to refine this order block, you would have to move it maybe all the way down here. Maybe you miss it. Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna be missing positions. That's part of the game. So I hope you guys understand that also depending on the time frame that you are at, it will look or not, it will look different. But at the end of the day, if the order block is right here and you were just spotting, like you were saying, that this is just a boss, all right, after a break of a structure, there's a lot of imbalance here, there's a nice order block here to take. All you have to do is just maybe wait for liquidity and then take the chances to go, just go buy, right? Other than that, it's basically perspective. Okay, I hope it makes sense, guys. I hope you understand this explanation, right? We did have a boss and we did have a change of character right here. Very simple. If you still have some doubts, please let me know. There's a lot of confusion still on this thing, and let me know if you want to see now another class based on change of character, maybe providing more examples, since I wanted to make these videos short for you guys to quickly understand. So I'll see you in the next series. Remember, if you are watching this for the first time, I recommend you going on the top right here. There is actually a playlist that I have created for you, and this is video 4. So there's 3 other videos that you need to watch on this series regarding market structure. Okay, very important. So go ahead and watch them, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.